The Hazardous Substances and Mixtures Simulation is an interactive educational tool designed to help students explore the properties, risks, and safe handling practices of various hazardous substances and mixtures. By providing a hands-on approach to investigating different types of hazardous materials, the simulation offers a comprehensive learning experience that covers key concepts in chemistry, environmental science, and safety protocols. The simulation allows students to explore toxic substances, corrosive substances, irritants, health hazards, environmental hazards, explosives, flammable materials, oxidizing agents, and compressed gases. Hazardous substances are materials that pose a risk to human health, the environment, or property due to their chemical, physical, or biological properties. The Hazardous Substances and Mixtures simulation begins by introducing the concept of hazardous substances, explaining their classification, properties, and the importance of safe handling practices. The simulation provides an interactive platform where students can actively engage with the concept of hazardous substances and mixtures. By exploring different types of hazardous materials and their properties, students can gain a deeper understanding of the risks associated with these substances and the importance of safety protocols. This hands-on approach helps students grasp the complex and critical world of hazardous materials management. The simulation helps students understand the properties and risks associated with mercury, a highly toxic heavy metal. Mercury can cause severe health issues, including damage to the brain, kidneys, and lungs. By exploring the characteristics and handling practices of mercury, students can appreciate the importance of avoiding exposure to this toxic substance. The simulation introduces students to corrosive substances, such as the ingredients in drain cleaners. Corrosive substances can cause severe skin and eye irritation, as well as damage to surfaces and materials. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of corrosive substances, students can learn how to minimize the risks associated with these materials. The simulation helps students understand the properties of irritants, such as the ingredients in dishwashing liquids. Irritants can cause skin and eye irritation, as well as respiratory issues. By exploring the characteristics and safe handling practices of irritants, students can learn how to protect themselves from exposure to these substances. The simulation introduces students to health hazards, such as formaldehyde, which is used for preserving biological specimens. Formaldehyde is a known carcinogen and can cause respiratory issues, skin irritation, and other health problems. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of formaldehyde, students can learn how to minimize the risks associated with this health hazard. The simulation helps students explore environmental hazards, such as pesticides. Pesticides can have detrimental effects on the environment, including contamination of soil, water, and air, as well as harm to non-target organisms. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of pesticides, students can learn how to protect the environment from these hazardous substances. The simulation introduces students to explosive materials, such as those used in fireworks. Explosives can cause severe injuries and property damage if not handled properly. By exploring the characteristics and safe handling practices of explosive materials, students can learn how to minimize the risks associated with these substances. The simulation helps students understand the properties and risks associated with flammable materials, such as gasoline. Flammable materials can easily ignite and cause fires, leading to severe injuries and property damage. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of flammable materials, students can learn how to prevent accidents and protect themselves and others from harm. The simulation introduces students to oxidizing agents, such as potassium permanganate, which is used for disinfecting wounds. Oxidizing agents can cause severe skin and eye irritation, as well as damage to materials. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of oxidizing agents, students can learn how to minimize the risks associated with these substances. The simulation helps students explore compressed gases, such as those contained in diving cylinders. Compressed gases can cause severe injuries if not handled properly, including asphyxiation and explosions. By understanding the properties and safe handling practices of compressed gases, students can learn how to minimize the risks associated with these substances. The simulation provides an interactive platform where students can actively engage with the concept of hazardous substances and mixtures. By exploring different types of hazardous materials and their properties, students can gain a deeper understanding of the risks associated with these substances and the importance of safety protocols. The visual nature of the simulation makes abstract concepts more tangible. Students can observe the properties and handling practices of hazardous substances in real time, helping them to grasp complex ideas more easily. The simulation offers immediate feedback, allowing students to see the results of their actions instantly. This helps correct misunderstandings quickly and reinforces learning through trial and error. The hazardous substances and mixtures simulation is a valuable tool for teaching and learning about the properties, risks, and safe handling practices of various hazardous substances and mixtures. By providing an interactive, visual, and comprehensive platform, it helps students understand the importance of safety protocols and the risks associated with hazardous materials. The simulation allows students to explore different types of hazardous substances, including toxic substances, corrosive substances, irritants, health hazards, environmental hazards, explosives, flammable materials, oxidizing agents, and compressed gases. Whether used in a classroom setting or for individual study, this simulation can significantly enhance the learning experience and build a strong foundation in chemistry, environmental science, and safety protocols. Through exploration and experimentation, students can gain a deeper appreciation for the complex and critical world of hazardous materials management and its applications in various scientific and engineering fields.